Good morning, fuckins. How are y'all doing today? Daniel with PapasPewPews coming to you live from Waynesville, Georgia. Figured I'd hop on for a few minutes. Not gonna be a long live today. Just figured we'd holler for just a second, see what y'all was up to on this Friday. Finally Friday type shit. What is up, Paul Wick? Couldn't take it no more, bro. I had to go ahead over to my live, man. I just can't support folks that I never see in other chat rooms type shit. What's up, Bear? Good to see y'all this morning. Y'all knew I'd be going live in just a few minutes. What is up, Rhodes? From Australia, mate. Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. And good to see you guys. All my favorite fuckings are in here in the same place at the same time. We gonna call it a gangster party. Hell yeah. I definitely feel that I was waiting on. Yes, sir. Yeah, I can't do it, bro. Um, One, I can't support somebody once again that does not show up in other lives. Two, a lot of difference of opinions there. Um, I was in New Orleans and all that area during Katrina, and I watched what went down, so I know what they're capable of when they declare martial law. Also in my area, when storms come through and they declare martial law and they lock us in or lock us out, I see how it goes. So that's why I left it like that. Understand, military follows orders. Period. At the end of the day, they follow orders. Smith&Wesson, yes sir. I didn't break out a whole lot this morning because I didn't figure a lot of people would stop in, so I just threw the shield up, the citadel up. Now, when I go live here in a few minutes on my other platform, we gonna break down the 1911, show everybody the insides and all that kind of stuff and what I've done to it. We be live on Twitch here in just a little while. Four people in the chat. Look at that. Oh, yesterday, guys, 2 hour live, right? We got 96 views. That's all we got for 2 hours. Yep. Yep. During them storms. Yep. Bear, I know. I know. And like I said, living here in South Georgia, we have that when we have to evacuate and they come in and they lock up the roads. And then what got me is they'd always tell us you can't come back in, but nobody's moving around. Your homes are safe. But yet we had people who stayed behind that was traveling around taking pictures of our homes, showing us, hey, everything's all right. But me, I'm like, well, if they could do it, then the bad people could do the same shit. But yeah, the last time we evacuated, it was 8 days before we could come back home. After Mike Brown, I was there in the military base. They locked everyone in and took all their. Yes, that's what happened during Katrina. They went house to house, and people actually lost their lives. If you go back and look, you have to search for it, but it happened. People didn't want to give up their guns, and they lost their life to the National Guard. That shit ain't no joke, man. When martial law is declared, you have no due process and no anything. Get a pistol license, but I don't have any use for one. But I do like them. Oh, that's right. Y'all got. Can you get a pistol license in Australia, bro? Good morning, Raging Bullets and Beyond. Or Beyond Raging Bullets. A backwards word. I'm seeing backwards this morning. Don't hold it against me. Good during those situations, right? And I'm the Tooth Fairy. Correct. And I'm Santa Claus. Which my grandbaby kind of offended me this morning. She swore up down I was Santa Claus because my beard's gray. I said, what, you calling me fat? She went in and told Mimi that she thought Papa was Santa Claus. Kids have no filters, right? Now, she was talking about my gray beard. Because I would have done, I said, what, you trying to call me fat? She said, no, Papa, you're not fat, but your beard gray. I told her she put every one of them grays there. Her and her mama. What is up? What is up? What is up? Ah, shit, guys. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. The weekend is upon us. Let's go. Double tap them screens. Let's get into the live. We will be on Twitch in just a little while, breaking down the 1911 type shit. Because over there, we can touch firearms. You've been calling that for a while. Just tell them. Got a new pew yesterday. Only 100 cheeseburgers. Oh, hell yeah. What'd you get? And that's a hell of a price. I love my pawn shop finds. But y'all can do all these boozy guns you want. Give me a pawn shop and about 500 cheeseburgers any day, and I'll go in and have a ball. Grilled cheese mouth, what's up, homie? It's Friday, it's Friday, it's Friday, guys. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Grab your favorite beverage, pull up a chair, and holla at your boy, fuckins. Best sound in the world. They were flying drones on people's property and sending Humvees to park in people's neighborhoods with mounted. Yes, sir. I was coming down Spur 99 trying to get back into the city, and that guy flagged me, that National Guard flagged me down, and that damn barrel was pointed straight at my truck. Yes, sir. But what they didn't know is I knew some dirt roads. That's the good thing when they lock your city out. If you know all the dirt roads and you got some little gate keys, if you know what I'm saying, you pretty much get around it. That's what I like about out here where I live. Good luck locking this down. There's too many swampy back roads that you could take. And I ain't beyond jumping on the railroad tracks, driving down the railroad tracks. I've done it before, running from the game warden type shit. Power lines and train tracks make good access. I received a 22-inch condition one. I saw you mentioning that earlier, and I was wondering what it was. Hi-point 9mm carbine. Hey, I still got mine in the box, bro. Mine still got the stickers on it. Because I got the Hi-point carbine to do content with it. And then that's when I found the Smith&Wesson foldable carbine and fell in love with that, and I've just not turned it loose. Well, we got up to 9 people, dropped us back down to 4. It's all good. It's all gravy. Like the Pelican case made here in Sherman, Texas. Barry, how far are you away from Bryan, Texas? Oops, excuse me. Yeah, I got it to make video content. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Oh yeah, bro. Go ahead and rant, bro. You know how I am. I don't give a shit. But you know, I'm gonna say this. Things are how they are because of the American people. What y'all seen this morning is the average opinion of the average American person. They want to be misinformed. They want to be dumbed down. They don't want to know the truth, and they don't want to know what's really going on. They want to be blind. And that's why people get away with what they get away with. Before I make a video, I'm going to get a grip. I'm going to put on a red dot. There you go. There you go. Gucci it out. Yes, sir. I'm thinking about taking mine and go have it electroplated. Have it 14 karat gold high peasy type shit. Make it look like the Desert Eagle type shit. Sup, everyday carry. We going live for just a little bit. Then we're going to go over to Twitch and we're going to fire up that live. And we're going to break apart a 1911. Oh, goodness. My nose still running. Good to see everybody this morning, man. Good to see y'all. Y'all know how we do. We sit around and talk about a little bit of everything. So y'all pick the topic, drop it, we'll rock it type shit. 100 cheeseburgers. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can't beat that price, man. Yeah, Bryan, Texas, 3 hours away. Yeah, I'll be there somewhere in the month of January. Not sure when. I'm waiting on the last notice. How much is the rounds in Europe? We have no freedoms. Yeah, we hear that all the time, JC. Are you asking what the shotguns 6 rounds? What I have in the Shield Plus there right now is 14 rounds, but I have a 15 round mag for it, 2 10 rounds. Got the 10 round mag coming for the shotgun and the 20 round drum. Oh, I love the pawn shop, CDC. That's what I'm saying. You give me about 500 cheeseburgers. Tell me to go hit up the pawn shops. Oh, we bartering and bargaining, and we gonna get the price down. We gonna have a good day. Give me about 5 cheeseburgers. Tell me to go have fun, and I'll do exactly that. Nah, not very expensive. I mean, ammo's up a little bit from what it used to be, but not quite. Love your pawn and your pawn loves you. Hell yeah. Yeah, raising one time I had this dude try to clown me for getting something at the pawn shop. See, that's what I'm saying. Clown me if you want to, but I'm going to get my pawn shop deals. Hey, Jay, we appreciate your comment, though, bro. We just can't talk a whole lot of money and stuff like that because YouTube would think we're trying to sell. And nothing is for sale. Nothing is for trade. This is entertainment, educational purpose only. But we do try to talk. You know, sometimes you just got to read in between the lines type shit. Because they do give us the illusion that we got freedoms here. But if you say the wrong thing, yeah. Just about most of my pew-pews come from the pawn shop, EDC. I love them. Larry, what is up? And a lot of your pawn shops selling you new stuff now. One of our pawn shops is an actual Glock distributor. The ones carrying all the Canic products. I mean, you get them brand new. Those are Temu bullets, and they're gonna work less because of the price. Right. Or like I was telling you, the other day we were talking about the optic on my 22. I told you I didn't care if it come from Temu, Amazon, or Sheen. It's going on a freaking 22. I ain't wanting to put a big ass optic. I just want something little. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Yep. But that's all right. We gonna ride it out type shit. But I had to eat my breakfast of champions before I went live. I don't usually eat breakfast, but when I do, it's Lay's potato chips and sour cream and onion dip. So I had to go through that. So I jumped on Ken's live and ate my chips and ate my dip and listened to the bullshit and rolled my pants up and put my boots on because it was getting deep. Then I decided to go live. Oh, I got another package in. I went ahead and ordered another +5 and another magazine. Tandem cross. I'm about to get some breakfast. Enjoy. Yes, sir, Raging. Enjoy yourself today, bro. Quick reloads, but the world, right? I woke up early checking to make sure I didn't miss it. Yeah, I didn't go early this morning. We had a lot going on with the kids. They were emotional this morning. Their mom showed up late last night, and I had to send her away. And so they were really emotional this morning. She checked herself out of rehab, and by doing so, family and children don't want her having visits until she agrees to go back to rehab. So, with that being said, I'm the bad guy again for a few days, but it'll be all right. Well, I told him though, Bear. I told him the moment y'all tell her that one of the children had gotten injured, whether they're better or not, it was going that she would use that as an excuse, and that's what she done. She used it as an excuse, and she walked out. And the sad part, she already had 3 months in. She didn't have but 3 more months to go, but now she'll have to start over every time she leaves that place. The 6 months starts over from day one. So that was kind of stupid, but they do what they want to do, bro. Yep, she was halfway there, bro. Halfway there. But we have already put it in our mind that we're just gonna have to adopt the kids when the time comes because she's not gonna do what she's got to do. Sending positive energy y'all direction. Yeah, bro, it's all good. It's all good. We're prepared for what we got to do. We know what we got to do. We kind of tired of waiting. We'd rather go ahead and rip the band-aid off, get it done, and get these folks out of my house type shit. Because that's what's bothering me. Because they are so intrusive. Um, Now they're wanting me to go back to my first marriage, all the way back to 95, pull a divorce decree, and send them my divorce papers from 1995. Like, bro, I've been married to my wife for 29 years. That's all the stability you need to see. You don't need to see all this stuff. And now they want me to have, talking about they wanted me to have a well sample, have my well tested. That's $1,500. They ain't paid me one dime in over a year. I'm like, y'all want me to come off another 1,500? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, it's possible, bro. It's just crazy. That's probably for the best. Yeah, yeah, it is, man. Because, well, Bear, we raised them anyway. They were only what got them what got them put into the system was 3 hours. My daughter only had two of the kids 3 hours before she got in trouble, and she only had them because she called the local police, and they told us we had to give them back to her because she was the mother, and that she had them 3 hours, and Marcel supposedly quit breathing. That's how they got sent right back to my house and got put in protective custody. Yeah, that's a hell of a. Yeah, you could get it. It's on file. It's just the point that that bitch, if they want to call her or contact her, she gonna lie just to. Literally, she would do that just to mess me over. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want them to contact her. Like a mortgage with this government agency. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Me and Jennifer, as of January 20th, will be married 29 years. So, yeah. Nah, she can't say that, bro. She live in a whole different area. And that bitch look like, hey, she looked like Fiona off of Shrek. Now, that's one of them deals when you ain't seen somebody in a long time and you just look at yourself and go, whew, I dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet on that Shrek looking bitch. After the transformation to the ogre, right, right, right. She the one, I told this story before, I'll tell it again. She the one that thought she was slick and was messing around with my so-called best friend at the time. I found out about it, found out where they were. They had went back to his house, so I went to his wife's job, picked her up, went back to the same house, walked right past them two and said, if y'all doing it, we gonna do it. We just gonna turn it into a foursome. Next week, she filed for divorce. Are hollow tips illegal in certain states in America? I don't think so. I don't think they are. But then again, I don't know. Some of these damn blue states, to breathe is kind of questionable if it's legal or not. Hey, that what's that saying? What's good for the goose is good for the gander type shit. I live by them rules. Anything you could do, I could do better type shit. Ugh. We got to get over whatever this is. They called me in some antibiotics. I started taking them this morning, so hopefully that'll clear it right on up. I'll keep the little steroid though. I don't need it, I don't think. I'll keep it for a rainy day. Plus, I like to stockpile antibiotics and stuff because you never know when you might need them. If the shit ever does hit the fan, a good antibiotic's gonna be something you need. And there's a company now. I've seen an ad on YouTube. I gotta remember who they are, but there's a company now you could call. That you talk to their little doctor, and they send you like 4 or 5 different types with a little chart that tells you what each antibiotic's used for and how to use it. I want to find out who they are. I was unstoppable. Wife said no. The doctor said. The doctor said unstable. Ooh-wee. My doctor calls it the Carter crazies. He treats my whole family. I'm talking about my aunts, my mom, um, my sister, me, all my kids, and he tells all of them Mr. Carter crazies. Oh, and my daughter in Valdosta, the school teacher called last night, had a surprise for us. January 7th or January 8th, she closes on her very first house. She's buying her first house. Proud of that little girl. Graduated college, went to work for Valdosta, teaching school, and now buying her first house. But she moving up in the world. She still won't ride nothing but that damn little 49cc scooter. She got the money to go pay cash for any kind of car you want. She just won't ride nothing but that little 49cc scooter because the way to hear her tell it, if she ever hit somebody, she wouldn't want to hurt them. And she figured that scooter wouldn't hurt nobody if she ever crashed into them. I'm like, yeah, but what about you? You'd be a pancake on the ground. Right. So my file's able to nut house. You damn right. I like my file saying stuff like that. You never know when that might come in handy, Bear. Might have to claim that insanity plea. You know what I'm saying? Bro, for real, real story. I don't let them put nothing like that in my file though, for real. We joke about it, but I wouldn't put none of that in my file. But when my dad passed away in '97, um, it wasn't but 2 weeks, and I let him talk me into going to see a therapist because I took it hard. Um, it only been like 2 weeks, and this guy goes to asking all kind of weird questions. Had I ever had any thoughts of harming myself? I said no, but I've thought about strangling a few people. And I was joking. Everything I was saying, I was joking. And he was like, "You hear voices?" I said, "Yeah, 9 out of 10 voices told me not to come today." Hey, that dude bat had me in a straitjacket for real, for real. But by the time it all got to the end, they tried to label me that damn bipolar, manic depressive bullshit. And I'm like, wait a minute, how do you come up with a diagnostic on somebody who just went through a divorce, lost their high school sweetheart, and lost their father all within a 3 week period, and you want to diagnose somebody? To me, that was just crazy as hell. And it took me about 6 years to get that off of me because I wasn't bipolar. I wasn't any of that shit. Um, and then when I got had the heart attack and had to become disabled, they sent me to their little um, mental doctor or whatever, and he gave me a clean bill of health. Told me no, there wasn't no kind of bipolar or no kind of shit there. So we good. Yep, it was a paid therapist. Only thing I've ever been diagnosed with on that, and it's a total different disorder, and that's panic attack and anxiety. They say I worry to worry. I create shit to worry about because I don't live in today. I'm never thinking about what's going on today. I'm always a week in advance or a month in advance. If I pay the bills today, I'm already worried about the bills next month. If I buy food today, I'm worried about the next time we go grocery shopping. I'm always ahead, not in the moment. And that's a hell of a place to be. My wife said I have a fear of running out. And it don't matter what it is. Cigarettes, drinks, food, money. I have a fear of running out. I just say that's a normal life of coming up in the ghetto and never having shit. Boom, 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 boom. A bang, 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 bang. Boy, them damn Lay's potato chip and that damn sour cream and onion dip was slapping. Makes me want some damn. Huh. I have to go in there and see if I got chicken breast. I think I know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. Go to the doctor for a cold and they start asking those questions like that. Oh, bro, Bear. Speaking of that, what was it? Jennifer took, this has been a month or so ago, took the kids to the ER. Um, what was it? Jennifer didn't feel well and they didn't feel well and they went to the ER. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was a cold or whatever, or the cough. We were trying to get figured out why Marcel still had the cough or something. But one of the questions when you walk in the ER now, it don't matter if you break your toe or you have a cold. They ask you, do you feel like harming yourself? And it caught me so off guard. I looked at the lady and like, we're in here for the flu. And you're asking my wife, does she feel like harming herself? I'm like, is this now a common question? Lady looked me dead in the eye and said, yeah, we have to now. But it caught me so off guard that it was like, wait a minute. We're not in here for some mysterious injury. She's in here for, whatever it may have been, a virus or a flu or something. And they ask that shit. That's crazy, Paul. I mean, I could see if you went in there with a cut that maybe they looked like you had done something to yourself or, I could see if it was something like that. But if you're going in there for like, hey, my ears stopped up. Well, do you feel like harming yourself? Yeah, I feel like cutting this bitch off right now so I can hear. Ask me that question when I got a damn toothache. I'll tell you, I feel like taking my knife and digging that bitch out my head. Because a toothache can make you do all kind of crazy stuff. I tried to tie a string to one time and slammed the door and the damn string kept breaking. Then I got smart and went to the old oral surgeon, and that dude like that killed me. He put me on the gas for 47 minutes. Then he came and gave me a whole bunch of injections. Then he gave me more gas. Bro pulled all the teeth, all of them. That night I ate steak. I ain't gonna lie to you, I felt nothing. I ate steak. Next morning I woke up, looked at my wife, my face was swollen, my eyes were bruised, and all I could do was look at her and say, what the hell did I do? Man, I was in so much pain when that stuff wore off. I must have forgot to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. I'm getting messages. Oops. I hope that didn't cut y'all off. I hope y'all can still hear me. Appreciate that like. Appreciate everybody who's come in, who's made comments. We will be going over to Twitch here in a little bit. I'll send all y'all messages before I go live. But we'll be going over to Twitch and doing some stuff over there. I'll be breaking down a 1911, showing y'all the different springs and stuff that I've put in it. Oh, no. That's good. I've seen yours. No, I'm actually getting text messages and shit now. It's my morning stuff. People calling just wanting to bug the shit out of me. And then here in about an hour, I'll start getting calls from the old Indians about my vehicle warranty and my health insurance and whatever else they could think of to try to sell me this week. Just too what a pain was making me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brookside, what's up, brother? A tooth will make you do crazy things. That is one of the worst pains, bro. Oh my god, I have screamed. I have laid there on the floor and screamed and screamed and screamed. Mess around and have one of them. What do you call it? Where you get the hole in your tooth, not well cavity, whatever, but it goes all the way down to the root. Mess around and eat some damn maple syrup and get that syrup in there. Oh my god, that shit was painful. It felt like somebody had took a hot poker and was running it down my jawbone. All and it. Let's see, it was an hour and 10 minute ride to the dentist that day, and all I could do was lay there in that back seat and just scream. Oh my god, that shit hurt. That shit hurted it, bear. And I got a pretty good pain tolerance, man. Literally, I got a really good pain tolerance. But that one got me. That's the good old thing they don't tell you about diabetic medicine. Um, when you get diabetes and they put you on insulin, it eats your teeth. And when I say eats your teeth within 6 months, you have nice, beautiful teeth within 6 months. They literally start shattering and breaking off into shards and shit. Um, and then my problem was I paid to have my teeth removed. I paid for the new teeth. But because I was above a 7 on my A1C, they put me on a surgical block. So I've not been able to get my teeth in 3 freaking years. I'm finally down to a 7, and the doctor's trying to get it approved so I go get fitted. Because I would love to have them back because I'm getting the implants. Doom, 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 dang, 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 dang. Had an impacted wisdom tooth that had exposed nerve. Yes, sir, that hurts. That hurts. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Barry. It goes shitting me. That's like growing up, man. I had bad migraines, and the only thing I could do to soothe the migraines was to turn off all the lights, lay in a complete dark, silent room. Any noise felt like somebody was just piercing my brain. Um, but after they gave me them stents and stuff, I've never had another headache. That's crazy. My whole life I had these headaches. I got these stents put in my heart, and I've not had another headache since. Those implants look real nice, but it's painful, Brooks. I've got one, two, three, four. I've got 4 anchors in already, and I think I have to have. Let's see, one, two. I think I have to have 4 more. I think I'm only missing 4 anchors for them to be able to do the complete implant. Good job, Bear. Mine was over. Now, when they messed up when they placed the kids with me, they messed up my insurance. So I went all the way till February this year without my medicine. I had lost a shit ton of weight. I thought I was doing great. I walk in, do my A1C. Doctor had me come back. He walks in the room and says, "Congratulations, you got the highest A1C in a freaking year." I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm healthy. I feel good." He said, "Bro," he said, "your A1C is over a 17, and 17 is as high as it goes." He says, "That means you're off the freaking charts." He said, "Your sugar today, we took your A1C was 935." The A1C is A1C is where they average. They take a 3 month average of what your sugar is daily, and it gives them a number. So it's charted from 5. I think it's 5.5. I think is the non-diabetic number, and then it goes up from there to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, on and on and on. Your sugar, normal person sugar is 80 and under. Borderline is 100 to 80. Um, it, anything over, like, I think it is 400 is medical emergency. I was a 935. Bear, did you ever get, see, I got so good at it, bro. I didn't even have to poke my finger. I could tell by the little side effects that I would be feeling about where my sugar was, like the little burning under your eyes, like a sunburn in a way. If you've ever been to sunburns, you'll know what I'm talking about. But the little burning under your eyes, I always knew it. I got that burning under my eyes. My sugar was going up. Or my wife gets it because she says the higher my sugar gets, I get real agitated. Like I might be thinking I'm talking normal, and she'll say I'm biting everybody's head off. But in my head, I don't hear that. I'm just thinking I'm talking normal. And that is all because of high sugar. There's been people documented cases where people get pulled over and they think they're DUI and it's not. Their sugar's so high they're slurring their speech. I mean, it has all kind of different effects. Yep. That and staying thirsty. Good Lord. I was walking around with a damn 2 liter bottle I had emptied and put ice water in. I would freeze the water and let it melt and I would drink it that way. Man, I was taking out probably 18, 19 of them 2 liters a day. Yeah, if your sugar gets low, it's just as dangerous, bro. If you got low sugar, it's just as bad. That's why, because of the medicines I'm on, I've got the glucose tabs. So if my sugar drops too low and I start feeling shaky or something, I just pop one of them glucose tabs and I'm good to go. Somebody hit me up on Facebook. Yeah, low sugar is just as bad, bro. Yep. It's a very, it's definitely a, it's definitely a issue. That's why a doctor sees me every 3 months, bro. He checks my liver, checks my kidneys, checks my A1C, and I'm the worst kind of diabetic. Not to be too graphic, but I pee out my protein, so I lose my protein out of my body. So he has to stay on top of that. But he keeps me running pretty good. And they just ran me last month when I went. They just ran me through all the pre because I turned 50. All the pre I guess the cancer screenings, the whatever the pre-testing is they do when you hit a half a century freaking old. And I aced all that shit. All my stats were great. Oh shit. Two. How often do you gotta do stress tests? Brookside, I haven't had to do a stress test in well since I got the stents. I have to have a yearly checkup with the heart doctor. Um, and also he checks for blood clots. But interesting way he checks for blood clots, bro. He had me roll up my pant leg, and as long as I got hair on my legs, he said my blood flow is flowing like it's supposed to. It's crazy. But no, I only have to have a stress test if I start. I got one valve that's still is hovering. It's like 70, and they don't like to touch it till it's 80. And it won't move up and it won't go down. So until it hits at least a 80, they're not going to put a stent in it. So I guess I guess whenever it goes to acting up, they'll make me do another stress test, and we'll go from there. Because I won't let them do that nuclear stress test. You ain't injecting me with nothing making my heart damn near blow up. Hell to the no. I'll walk that treadmill. As bad as it hurts, I'll give you 10 minutes on the treadmill. Let you hook the wires up to me. I don't mind that. I don't do needles, which is funny for a diabetic. First time ever I had to give myself my own shot because I was letting other people give me my shots because I couldn't do it. I was doing a wedding about an hour away from my office, and it ran over, and it was time for me to take my shot. I remember calling my dispatcher, whose husband was a diabetic, and I'm like, "Hey, Becky, coach me through this shit." And it took about 10 minutes telling me how to poke that needle where I wouldn't feel it. And I finally got it in and injected it. Ever since then, I inject myself, but damn, the radioactive stuff they had, yep. That shit's scary, bro. That nuclear test is scary. Because they speed your heart up so damn fast that it feels like it's coming out your body. No. If they're doing a nuclear test, you don't get on the treadmill. They sit you down in a chair, they put that shit in you, and that's it. If they make you do the treadmill, that's the traditional stress test. No, they can't put you on a treadmill. That blow your shit straight up. But see, that's even like with uh the ultrasounds and stuff. As a diabetic, my doctor won't let them do the dye. So if they have to do one of them tests with the dye, I have to be admitted, and then they have to do it a certain way to do the test with the dye, because the dye can mess with my kidneys. So being that I'm considered a kidney patient, even though I'm back down to a one, they still treat me as a kidney patient. So I can't have the test with any dye in it. And I carried a little card in my wallet that says I'm a heart patient, a diabetic, in case I ever get in something and they find me laying somewhere, they know where to start. Oh, I hate needles. Yeah, I hate needles, bro. As a kid, they used to have to chase me all over the hospital, give me shots and shit. I don't do needles still to this day. And the doctor slick. Whenever they got to do blood work and mess with me with needles, he'll hold my prescriptions until after I get the shot or the blood work. Then he'll give me my prescription because he knows if he hands them to me, I'm leaving. What's up, Simba? But I got all kind of funny doctor stories. My foot doctor, good God, she's beautiful. I tell her all the time she got a foot fetish. Um, but she got the prettiest eyes, and she came in there. It was the second time I'd seen her, and she came in there and she had my foot in her hand, and she's talking to me and she's making that eye contact, because she's down there, squatting down, got my foot in her hand, looking at me in the eyes, talking to me, and I seen her. I seen her go to slowly slip her hand in her pocket. Well, I seen the top of that needle come out, and I snatched my foot back and said, we ain't doing no shots in my feet. So I won that day. I left. Well, I had got something in my toe, and I had to go back to her because it was getting infected. And we sit there talking again, and I told her, I said, no needles. She said, I promise you won't be no needles. I said, yes, ma'am. We sit there, and she reaches over and slashes my toe with a damn scalpel. I'm like, what? And she said, you said no needles. Be careful what you ask for. I loved her ever since. Shoveling the other day, feels like someone hit me in the right. Oh, Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a pain, too. It's hell as we get older, and the little things that we used to be able to do now take several days of recuperation just to get get to feeling better. It's a great idea to carry a card. Yes, it is. That shows my allergies. I've had half of my left lung. Oh, good Lord. Have your left lung removed. And we'll get, yep. It is a very good idea to carry a medical card or have a medical bracelet. I have a medical bracelet also. Because you never know. I mean, you could be in an accident, unconscious, whatever. It at least gives them an idea where to start. And I keep my ID. It's wrapped around my ID. So to pull my ID out, they gotta find the card because it's wrapped around it. I'm chilling, playing with my cat before I give it to a friend tomorrow. Gotcha, Rick. What's up? How you doing, man? I appreciate your comment and appreciate you stopping in. I'm still a little clogged up this morning, but we still trying to get through the live. Wait a minute. Why did something just hit my debit card? What's today's date? The 12th? Nope, I haven't tried anything else. I was thinking about ordering the new spring and some of the extra stuff that they got for it now. Brookside, I just haven't done it yet. I haven't got around to it yet. I've been playing with this damn Walther, ordering all the parts for it. Yep, it's the 12th. I don't know what would have just tried to hit my debit card, but my debit card's locked, so good luck trying to get it, fools. 20 minutes into the 13th in Australia, right? So 5 more days and the wife will be off of Christmas break all the way until January 6th, I think. Or 2. Yeah, the lever actions are nice. This Citadel's not bad once you go through that break-in. But it is a booger getting to the break-in. It'll have you cussing it, screaming at it, kicking it, wanting to piss on it. But once you get it running, bro, great firearm. Yeah, that's the shotgun, Rick. That's a 12 gauge. Yes, sir, bro. Take it easy. Be safe. We will talk to you later on, Bear. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with me for a little while. Yeah, Rick, if I was on the other app, I'd break it apart and show you, bro. I got to do that on Twitch yesterday. That was kind of my first time doing Twitch yesterday, but it was neat, but it was weird at the same time because you're so used to not touching nothing on YouTube. So I'm over there and everybody's like, hey, uh, rack it back. Show us what this looks like. Show us what that looks like. And I had to remember I was on a whole different platform and I was allowed to do it over there. So it's like, wow, that was kind of cool. It's straight pull or lever. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this one here, like I said, works great now that it's broke in, but you got to run ammo that's over 1,300 feet per second. So you got to run hot ammo. But once you break it in, it starts relaxing that, and then you can start running like the little cheap bird shot, like the number 8s and stuff like that with no problem. But when you first get it, I was running the Hornady Critical Defense double out 1,600 feet per second, and that gets kind of expensive when you're putting 250 rounds through just to break it in. Lever action, I had to put a bunch through it and file the extractor to get it to sight. Yeah. I'm gonna get me a lever shotgun before it's over. I think they're fucking bomb as hell. I want one. I've got plenty of lever action rifles. I just don't have a lever shotgun. And I'd like to get another old bolt action shotgun. I haven't seen one of them in years. Guys, I'm fixing to hop off here. I got to see what's hitting my debit card. Something keeps trying to hit my debit card. I'll come back here in a little while. Love you guys. Stay strapped. Stay blessed. Keep one in the tube. Pay attention to what's going on around you. I will holler back at y'all in just a minute. What the fuck's hitting my debit card?